Well done.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
Okay, let's see here. That's what I want to do. Yeah, the loot hoarders and novice engineers are really good.
I greet you.
Hello.
You know, I feel like I have to just assume it's a Zoolock. I just do not believe it's not a Zoolock. It could be a Reno Dragonlock. It could be a Reno Dragonlock. Ooh, shit, it probably is. It's okay, we kept the Arcane Elect. Oh my god, Shrimp Hip. This is having terrible trouble sleeping recently. Have any advice? Or gotten any... Anyone else got any advice? Here's the set of things that I know assist me, Sean, Day 9 plot, with sleeping a little better at night. 1. Don't eat anything big after 6 p.m. Just don't do it. Did I miscount? You know what? I deserve to get milled. Because I'm sitting here computing a list. First of all, don't eat after 6, right? Eat your dinner at 6, and then just... chill. Oh, shit. Just chill. Just chill. Right?
My hand is too full.
I guess that's okay. We can always print infinite fireballs. When do I hit the hay? Around midnight. Around midnight. Take melatonin an hour before going to bed, hour and a half. When you wake up, exercise. And I don't mean like lift weights and push yourself. Just go on a long walk where there's hills. Like, do something that gets your heart rate up. Oh, Jesus, he gets that, doesn't he? Jesus. Oh, Jesus. For some reason, I thought it was turn 7. I have to stop this, like, answer question and talk and socialize and stuff. I'm trying to win. See, this is how I mess up. Is, like, it's very not hard to notice it's turn 5. It's, like, not... That is not the most impressive thing someone's ever done in Hearthstone, is discover that it's turn 5. And it just totally missed it. Anyways. Intense activities, don't do them after 11. Just don't.
My shield for Argus.
Melatonin takes 15 minutes. You're supposed to take a small amount of melatonin. About... Ugh, we're screwed. About 90 minutes before you go to sleep. Thank goodness gracious, Glorious.
Enough mana.
The end is coming.
This is an ass. I hope he didn't get Hex with his RNG.
So many possibilities.
The biggest thing that contributes to me sleeping well is correct eating. Number one thing, far more so than any chemicals or exercise or those things. Oh, Emperor, give me Morrison. Bang, son. Bang! I'm probably going to Ice Block and do this next, because I think there's a 0% chance that he can kill that this turn. Because he was unable to kill my thing last turn. Rawr! So yeah, that's the thing that I like. And I was at a doctor's.
You wanna blow something up?
He's dead, GG. Which was he did last turn? Oh, he was. Wasn't he? Oh well. Well, now he's not.
Let the pain speak to me.
I bring life.
Missed lethal, man. We missed it. Lethal was here and it was gone. Yeah. Getting up at the same time every day, but that's kind of like a longer term solution if you're like having insomnia or trouble sleeping right now. I recommend that. I wonder. Healing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, it's time to play a game called Wait for Archmage Antonidas. Start working them down. Work, 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 work. So here's I'm so bad at talking and playing games. I use the same muscle. This is why I did a show called the Day 9 Daily that is still my magnum opus. Still the #1 thing I've ever done ever in life.
I hope you like my invention.
Shoot him with a ball, 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 ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 18, 22? Does the Day 9 call my name? Killing it at work, 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 work. Voice barrier. So we've got Reno in here. We have Antonidas in there. We have another Frost Nova in there.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
And a Fireball in there, right? Isn't that right? I think that's right. Fireball, Frost Nova, Antonidas, and Reno. Doesn't matter. This is fine to do. So we're going to have a billion hit points coming up, and more importantly, we're going to have a billion fireballs. Blue Cash Money says, Indian food? Yeah. Oh, I milled a fireball. That's right, I milled a fireball. That means the other card in there is a... We've used both Arcane Intellects, both Loot Hoarders. No, we haven't used a Loot Hoarder.
Mind if I roll me?
Antonidas, welcome to the party.
I'm almost out of cards.
Tight.
Oh, if you're sure.
Look at all these fireballs we have. No! Ah! Surprise, motherfucker.
Out of cards.
You require my assistance?
And there, that's how we avoid the mill.
Oh, if you're sure.
Job's done.
Your turn. See, you like that? You see, you like that? Waiting for the torch? Shouldn't have run out down those. Shouldn't have run out down those.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here! I knew it!
What a gift.
That was a mistake.
Here to get the ladder points. I don't know if you know this, but I love funnel cakes.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Oh, it is on. Keep the draw. For once in Day 9's life, the other person missed lethal. God, isn't that sad and true and sad?
Are you my master?
Level1 says, what do you think of the one hero limit? Personally, I think it's overdue. Trying to balance for hero stacking seems like a nightmare, and specifically cart stalling with Tracer/Diva was horribly unfun. 100% agree. Let's see. Because I have a Doomsayer, I'm going to go ahead and take some damage. I have the Doomsayer and the Reno, so I can draw and I can accept damage down to like 15 or so. And then likely Doomsayer Frost Nova, Doomsayer Cold, kind of cold. Yeah, I actually think that there's multiplicity is one of the most difficult things to work around. I think in any game, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, multiplicity is a huge, difficult thing to try to figure out. Oh, he's gonna try to spell me. Because what makes it so hard... Excuse me. What makes it so hard is... Suppose... Like, imagine just a one object versus one object circumstance. So I don't care if this is one fighter versus another fighter in Street Fighter V, or if it's one hero versus another hero, or one unit versus another unit in RTS. It doesn't matter. Like, pick your poison.
I hope you like my invention.
This gives me an opportunity to hit and ping and draw my turn. And see, there's the Doomsayer Frost Nova combo that I was talking about, like me being willing to go to 15 there. It's very easy to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of things, right? Like, hell, even if you're playing a single-player RPG like a Mass Effect, you know, you can go for the more run-and-gun soldier or the more mystical fighter. Mystical fighter, even. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for me to pop that. So, strengths and honestly, the weakness of something is the most interesting aspect of it. By far, by super unbelievably far and away. Like, the fact that lurkers must be burrowed to shoot is what's the most interesting thing about them. Or the fact that Reinhardt cannot hit anything from a range. That is the most interesting thing about him. Now let's just hope that he has Mirror Entity, because that would be LeMayo-ish. Okay. And in one-on-one cases, this makes sense, right? You have the ability to, if all things are equal, you have the ability to talk about. You have the ability to talk about how a weakness is played out. But once you start stepping into the realm, love it, of multiplicity, you can override the downside with numbers. And that's what makes it really fucking hard to balance around. For instance, Mutalisks in StarCraft, they fly, they're highly mobile, they have good air-to-ground damage. Well, I'm thinking of Brood War. In Brood War, Mutalisks had much better ground to or air-to-ground damage than any other mid-level unit in the game. But if you got high, and the weakness of Mutalisks is that they're very fragile. They tend to lose pound for pound straight up fights. But when you can get the number high enough, if you can get, say, 15 Mutalisks versus 6 Marines, it doesn't even matter what the weaknesses of the Marines are. The number, this entirely different axis, is too high. Fucking really? This is fine. I mean, Wraithdagger saying mutas have good air-to-ground damage when you have 83 of them. See, that's the thing, is that when you have multiplicity, the interesting aspect of anything in a game is the weakness. In a story, the weakness is what's interesting, right? Superman is not interesting because he's literally invincible. He's interesting because of his weakness to kryptonite and his strong honoring of his parents' code of ethics, right? It's the weakness that defines the interesting flavor of it and the problem the player's trying to overcome, or in a book, the problem that the character's trying to overcome. So when you have a...
What to do? What to do?
When you have multiplicity, they get a little weird, right? Very simple example, 6 Tracers in Overwatch. 6 Tracers. You know what the weakness of Tracer is? Oh, you're kidding the shit in half out of me, man.
Mind if I roll me?
Speak to me.
If you have like 6 Tracers, I mean, the weakness of Tracer is that she has not a lot of utility. She just, right? She can't like heal or stun or slow or reveal visibility like other heroes. Drawing. God, I do not want to be up against Anson and Pansonitis. Well, maybe I do.
I bring life. Hey, give me that!
Get out. Get out! So if you have these 6 Tracers, it's hard to describe the downside to them, because yeah, they don't have a lot of utility, but if, say, 6 of them show up, and there's 2 players in a particular region, the 6 can simply outnumber the 2 and clean that out, and then it's hard for the weakness to really play out.
Listen closely.
I hope you like my invention.
Given that I have the second ice block, I think this is the right play. And the next turn, I'm just going to go Anson and Pansonitis. And it's really hard to balance particular things, like Zarya's projection shield. A Genji runs in, and you can shield the Genji. Now the Genji's okay. Really?
Listen closely.
You require my assistance.
Yeah, I mean, like, how long should the projection shield last? Maybe 3 seconds? That's actually still okay. Because we're gonna fireball, ice thing hit him, and he's going to be at low enough for the next 2 fireballs to win. And it's like, what's that number supposed to be? Really? I'm amazed he didn't kill Antonius. Okay. Getting distracted by that odd game. But yeah, basically like the projection shield from Zarya, that, you know, if a Genji darts in, like shield Genji, there is a certain logical thought process that goes on instantly in the opponent's mind. Okay.
Jaina
That's going to go away
versus
after
Valera.
N seconds.
Watch
Prepare for that.
your back. You asked for it.
And then if all of a sudden another projection shield comes up, Genji can go way deep and get out. Well, now we actually have to start to ask the question that we didn't have to ask before. In the case of one Zarya, all we had to ask was the question of Genji can either get in safely because he has projection shield, but he won't have enough time to get out, or Genji can get in, get projection shielded, and then get out safely. But he's very fragile going in. So neither of those can happen at the same time. We have 2 possibilities to consider. Right? 2 possibilities to consider without any excess multiplicity. But when we start to put 2 Zaryas in, well, all of a sudden now we have to deal with the case of him getting in and getting out, and the case of him getting in and not getting out, and the case of him struggling to get in and getting out, and the case of him being able to go twice as deep. You just start to have like this significant, huge growth in possibilities where, once again, the defining principle that you would have, I think, in designing almost any character is what is the interesting strength and in particular weakness of this character. That's fine, I don't give a damn. Unless this next one is a thing.
Mind if I roll knee?
I hope you like my invention.
And, for that reason, I really think that multiplicity is one of the literal most difficult things to deal with in a game. Just in a multiplayer game, it's just really hard. Or I should say uncontrolled multiplicity. You know, one of the only games that I think has multiplicity, and it's okay. This one. Is chess. Like, you have 2 bishops and that's it. And they're really shitty. You have 8 pawns, and they're the shittiest of all. You don't have a situation where players like, I'm going to start off with 7 knights, 2 bishops, and 3 rooks. And the designer's like, I balanced it, it's cool. It's okay, I have a balancer. Bako Taco, I gotta say thank you so much for coming out, because you, specifically you, I mean other people certainly, but you, Bako, always put me in a good mood. And I thank you for that. I feel the effort that you put in to be cheerful towards me, and I appreciate that sincerely. Thank you. So by no means am I saying that multiplicity is impossible or inherently bad or incorrect. It's just hard. ugh. It's cry frown hard.
So many options.
Icor LQ. What do you mean you can't start out with 15 queens?
Mine! Oh, mine!
Mern, Earl Mern. My good Mern. Hit me. Let's get another ambusher. Let's get another ambusher out there. Multiplicity is fucking hard. And tons of good games literally go, no multiplicity. None. You can't do it. League of Legends, you can't have the same hero on a team. Because that would be hard. Oh my god, that would be hard. Like, all MOBAs do this. You can do something like, by restricting multiplicity, you can add power. You can do something like, this is a hero who has an ultimate that is an area stun. It's a hell of a shadow step. You can say, this has an area stun of 3 seconds. 3 seconds. It's gonna be 3 seconds. But if a team could have 5 of those, you could basically guarantee that in every fight, your team could get 2 chain stuns and team wipe, and still have several stuns left over. Well, shit, then maybe let's allow multiplicity, but drop the area chain stun to 1 second. Well, now it's not interesting unless you have multiple chain stuns. I hate multiplicity. Multiplicity is really, really difficult.
We are the sword in the shadows.
I hope you like my invention.
I get low. And then we are very close to winning. Lewiticus, do you think if Hearthstone added more multiplicity cards, 3 or 4 allowed in the deck, that would hurt the game?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, I think that would hurt it. I think that there certainly exists games in which 12, and then 4 and 4 and 3 is 11, 12 and 11. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Freeze Mage. In Magic the Gathering, you can have up to 4 copies of most cards in your deck, and this is okay because very often you don't have access to the multiplicity. It is an increasing of the frequency of you having 1 of them in your hand, and occasionally you'll have 2 in your hand. Excuse me. So the fact that you're not drawing mana in Hearthstone, I think helps explain a little bit why Hearthstone only gives you 2 copies of cards, because you're always drawing a castable card. And yeah, I think that if they put like 4 copies in games, I mean, it would be just... That would be hard. That would be hard to balance. That would be really hard to balance. Because you'd have to account for things like a Sorcerer's Apprentice reduces a spell cost by 1. So now you have an ability to cast 4 Sorcerer's Apprentices. Which means if the rest of your hand is 4 or lower spells, you have a free hand of spells. So you could conceivably have a deck that runs 4 Sorcerer's Apprentice and then 2 Fireballs, it's 12 damage, 2 torches, which could be another 12 damage if you were just digging, right? So now you're at 24 damage. 2 frost bolts, 2 ice lances. I mean, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually, you could just do it with 6 cards. Just dig deep in there. It's kind of hard. So yeah, I think it would. We'll be back. Micro break. Actually, a little longer one. We'll be right back.